So
funny story about my parents' house. I sold it in October of 2020. They sold in Conyers, bought here in Morgan County up in Bostwick. And the close on their house in Conyers was the first time I'd ever made $100,000, and it was on the sale of their house. I broke that threshold, and I bawled my eyes out.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Just
and it was on the
like
sale
this.
of my childhood home.
Just meant to be a realtor.
Yeah, so
That's really cool.
That was cool. That was a cool.
Those are the
thing for
fun
me.
stories, right?
Yeah.
and that was a cool house. That house
was
was
a cool
unique.
house.
Like it was, I guess.
Half of
what
it
do
was
you even,
underground.
Half of it was underground. What do you even call it? Like it's a ranch with a basement, but
There's
there's
primary
primary was in the
For
basement.
it. Yeah, there's a name for it, and I forget what it's called. But
Yeah.
it's like it was flipped. So when you walked inside, you kind of walked in what would have been a basement. You walked in a foyer, and there was the kitchen, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the laundry room were all downstairs, like 1,800 square feet. Well, you go upstairs, and it's one giant room that's 1,800 square feet.
Just
and that was
one
our
massive
room.
living space.
That was our living room. So you had like couch, TV, fireplace on one end. You had a massive bar in the middle. And then my dad had
awesome.
like a pool table and dartboards on the other end of the room. But it
And
was
this
like,
was like the top room. This
Yes.
is like the main level.
Yeah.
If
yes.
you will.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's massive. And I remember like my whole childhood, I could run from one end to the other, and I would like practice my round off back handsprings up there. And my dad would be like, "Stop, it sounds like the house is falling in."
You're like, but it's perfect.
I'm like, I have all this room to run.
So what was that like? Like I lived in so many houses as a kid, but me and my wife talk about it like our kids have lived in the same house. It's kind of cool. For you looking back, is it kind of nostalgic to think like, oh man, this was.
I mean, when I cried when they sold that house, because I was like, I lived here since I was 2. They had that house for 35 years.
That's wild.
So my all of my childhood memories are in that house.
We moved around a good bit.
Yeah.
I was like 4 different houses, got through school and stuff. But I was gonna tell you, right? I don't know if you know this. I was like one of very good friends with Michelle's brother. And
Okay.
I'm sure
yeah,
there's some interesting stories
yeah.
there.
So I used to hang out over at the house, and like, I mean, her brother's a hellraiser.
It nicely.
Is he older than you or
Yeah.
He's younger.
Okay,
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
that second child's always hell on wheels.
that's me.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest everything in my family. Oldest grandchild, niece, nephew, like oldest everything.
So were you the favorite because you were the oldest and you were a
I
girl?
don't know
like,
that I
for
was the
grandparents?
favorite. Spoiled a little bit, probably.
She was the favorite.